Most people think there's no difference between having $0 saved and having $5,000 saved. They think the real change happens when you reach $50,000 or $100,000. But they're wrong. Research shows that saving $5,000 isn't just 10 times better than saving $500. It's infinitely better, because $5,000 is the threshold where your life fundamentally changes. It's the line between panic and peace, between desperation and choice, between surviving and living. Here's what the numbers tell us. 44% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 unexpected expense with their savings. $1,000. That means if you have $5,000 saved, you're already in the top 50% of Americans in terms of financial security. You're not rich, you're just stable. But that stability changes everything, not next year, not in a few months, right now, today. The moment you have $5,000 in the bank, your entire psychological relationship with money shifts. Your sleep improves, your anxiety drops, your decision-making gets better, your relationship gets stronger, your career options expand, your freedom increases. And I'm going to walk you through exactly what changes and why, because this isn't theoretical. This is documented, this is measured, this is real. The first thing that changes after saving $5,000 is something people don't expect. Sleep, better sleep, deeper sleep, longer sleep, the kind of sleep where you don't wake up at 3 in the morning thinking about money. Here's why. When you're financially stressed, your nervous system is in a constant state of activation. Your cortisol levels are elevated. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and planning, is being hijacked by the more reactive parts of your brain focused on survival. Your body thinks it's in danger, because financially, it believes it is. One unexpected expense, and you're in crisis. One medical bill, and you're in debt. One car repair, and you're using a credit card. Your nervous system can't relax because the threat is real. But when you have $5,000 saved, your nervous system finally gets permission to relax. The threat is no longer imminent. You can handle an unexpected expense. You can handle a medical bill. Your body recognizes that and shifts into a different mode. Cortisol levels drop. The prefrontal cortex regains control. Your nervous system downshifts from survival mode to safety mode. And that night, you sleep better than you have in years. Not because your life circumstances changed dramatically, but because your brain finally believes you're safe. People with emergency savings report lower rates of anxiety and better sleep quality. That's not just feeling better, that's your physiology actually changing. And it starts immediately. The night you hit $5,000, your body knows. Here's something that sounds small but is actually massive. Cognitive bandwidth. Research published in Science demonstrated that people grappling with financial pressure show significant reductions in cognitive performance, roughly equivalent to a 13-point drop in IQ 13 points. That's the difference between average and below average. That's the difference between solving problems and not being able to think clearly. Why? Because financial stress consumes cognitive resources. Your brain is running a background process constantly, calculating, worrying, planning how to cover bills, considering which bills to pay first, figuring out if you can afford groceries, worrying about next month, worrying about the car, worrying about what happens if you get sick. This background process is running at all times, and it's consuming mental energy that could be used for literally anything else. Work, relationships, problem solving, creativity, learning. Instead, your brain is using it for survival calculations. But the moment you have $5,000, that background process stops. Not completely, but significantly. Your brain doesn't need to run constant survival calculations anymore. You have options, you have a buffer, you have time, and suddenly you have mental space for other things. You think more clearly at work. You make better decisions. You solve problems faster. You notice things you were too stressed to see before. You actually have energy for your relationships again, instead of being emotionally drained by financial stress. Studies show that people with emergency savings spend less time at work distracted by financial worries. They're more focused, they're more productive, they're more present. This is why people with savings often earn more money over time, not because the savings caused the higher income, but because the mental clarity that comes from financial security allows them to think, plan, and execute better. They're not running on fumes, they're running on a full tank. 66% of Americans cite money as a major source of stress in their lives. And this stress doesn't stay internal. It comes out in relationships. Arguments about money, resentment about finances, tension about spending, blame about not saving enough. These financial arguments destroy relationships. They're cited as a leading cause of divorce. People fight about money because financial stress makes people reactive. It makes them defensive. It makes them blame each other. It creates an environment of scarcity where there's not enough and someone has to be wrong. But when you have $5,000 saved, the entire dynamic shifts. Suddenly you're not arguing about survival. Suddenly there's enough. Suddenly you can breathe. Suddenly you can have a conversation about money without it being an emergency. A car repair doesn't become a crisis that requires blame. It becomes a problem you solve together with resources you have. A medical bill doesn't create panic. It creates a plan. People with emergency savings report stronger relationship stability during financial disruptions, not because their relationships are better, but because the disruption is smaller. The stress is smaller. The panic is smaller. And when the panic is gone, you can actually communicate. You can actually work together instead of fighting each other. Something shifts psychologically when you cross the $5,000 threshold. You feel different. Not because your circumstances changed dramatically, but because your brain chemistry changed. You have options now. Even if you don't use them, just knowing they exist changes your psychology. Your posture literally changes. People with financial security stand differently, speak differently, make eye contact differently. This isn't about being wealthy, it's about not being desperate. Desperation has a smell, confidence has a presence, and $5,000 in savings is enough to shift you from one to the other. Researchers call this the confidence-competence loop. When you feel more confident, you perform better. When you perform better, you become more confident. It's self-reinforcing, and it starts the moment you have enough savings to feel secure. People who have emergency savings report a 21% increase in financial well-being, not wealth. Well-being, how you feel about your financial situation, how secure you feel, how much control you feel you have over your life. All of that improves dramatically with $5,000 saved. It's measurable, it's real, it's immediate. This is the part that changes your life more than any other. The ability to say no. No to a bad job. No to a disrespectful boss. No to a terrible client. No to a situation that doesn't serve you. Freedom isn't about having everything you want. It's about not being forced into situations you don't want. Without savings, you're trapped. You have to take whatever job is offered. You have to stay in whatever job you have because you can't risk losing income. You have to accept whatever terms are offered because the alternative is financial disaster. You have to tolerate disrespect because you can't afford to leave. You have to make quick decisions because you can't afford to think about them. You're operating from desperation, and desperation narrows your choices to only survival options. But with $5,000 saved, suddenly you have options, real options. If your boss disrespects you, you can afford to leave, not forever, but long enough to find something better. If a job doesn't feel right, you can turn it down and wait for a better offer. If a situation is toxic, you can walk away. This ability to say no is more valuable than most people realize. It's not just about comfort, it's about dignity. It's about not being forced to do things that harm you. And this translates directly into better outcomes. When you can be selective about your job, you get better jobs. When you can afford to wait for the right opportunity, you find better opportunities. When you're not desperate, people sense it and treat you differently. They make better offers. They negotiate differently. Your entire negotiating position improves simply because you have a buffer. Remember Sarah, she got a job loss notice. Without savings, her choice was clear. Take the first job offer, any job, immediately, because she needs income now. But Sarah had 6 months of living expenses saved. That changed everything. Week 1, she's shocked but not panicked. Week 2, she updates her portfolio. Week 3, she reaches out to former colleagues. Week 4, she starts taking an online certification course that costs $400. Money she could afford to spend because her basic needs were covered. Week 8, she turns down a lateral move that paid the same as her old job because she knows she can wait for something better. Week 12, she accepts a role that paid 18% more and came with better growth prospects. That 18% more is about $20,000 per year. Over 10 years, that's $200,000, all because she had $5,000 that gave her the freedom to wait, to think, to be selective, to invest in herself. This is what research shows. People with emergency savings make better career decisions because they can afford to be patient. They can afford to invest in themselves. They can afford to be selective. People without savings take the first thing offered and stay stuck in bad jobs. The $5,000 didn't just give her security. It gave her leverage. It accelerated her career. Panic decisions destroy lives. Taking the first job offered, instead of waiting for a better one. Signing a bad lease because you need housing immediately. Getting married too young because you're financially desperate. Starting a business with no buffer because you need income now. Making a major life decision from a place of desperation almost always results in a wrong decision. But when you have $5,000, you have time. And time allows you to make good decisions instead of panic decisions. You can think. You can research. You can consider multiple options. You can talk to people. You can sleep on it. You can ask questions instead of just accepting what's offered. Good decisions take time. Panic decisions happen immediately. Studies show that financial stress impairs decision-making. People under financial stress make worse choices about everything from health to relationships to career. But the moment that financial stress decreases, decision quality improves. And $5,000 is enough to significantly decrease that stress. This is the part that surprises most people. Financial stress is a major contributor to physical illness. Hypertension, heart disease, weakened immune system, chronic inflammation. These aren't just psychological problems, they're physical manifestations of chronic stress. People with financial security have better health outcomes, not because they have more money for healthcare, but because their bodies aren't in constant stress mode. Cortisol levels are lower. Inflammation is lower. Immune function is better. Blood pressure is lower. People actually get sick less when they have financial security. 60% of Americans have avoided seeking mental health care due to financial constraints. Let that sink in. More than half of people with mental health needs aren't getting help because they can't afford it. But that's not the only health problem. People with financial stress skip medical appointments. They delay necessary procedures. They don't take medications consistently. They don't exercise because they're exhausted. They eat poorly because they're stressed and seeking comfort food. But the moment you have $5,000, you start taking care of yourself again. You schedule the doctor's appointment because you're not panicking about the copay. You take the mental health medication consistently. You have energy to exercise. You start cooking at home again instead of eating processed food to save time and money. Your health improves. Something that gets overlooked is that financial stress makes people selfish. Not intentionally, but when you're desperate, you can't help other people. You can't give money to someone in need. You can't help a friend. You can't donate to a cause. You can't contribute to your community. Because every dollar is spoken for. Every dollar is survival. But the moment you have $5,000, something shifts. You have a surplus. For the first time in a long time, you have more than you need. And that changes your psychology. Generosity becomes possible again. You can help a friend, you can donate to a cause, you can contribute to your community, not a lot, but something. And that act of generosity is profoundly good for your own psychology. People who give money away report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. It's not about the amount, it's about the act of giving, about being able to contribute, about having enough that you can share. Financial security allows you to be generous, and generosity is a fundamental human need that financial desperation prevents. Without savings, small problems become big problems. A car repair that costs $500 becomes a crisis. A medical bill becomes a disaster. A plumbing leak becomes an emergency because you don't have the resources to handle it without going into debt or cutting other things. But with $5,000, small problems stay small. A car repair costs $500 and you handle it. A medical bill costs $1,000 and you handle it. A plumbing leak costs $300 and you handle it. These aren't emergencies anymore, they're just expenses. You have resources, you can handle them, you move on. This matters more than people realize because it breaks the cycle of financial crisis. Without savings, one small problem causes a financial crisis, which causes stress, which causes bad decisions, which causes more financial problems, which causes more stress. It's a downward spiral, but with $5,000, you break that cycle. Small problems stay small. You don't spiral. You stay stable. This is subtle but powerful. Financial stress narrows your field of vision. You're so focused on immediate survival that you can't see opportunities. A business idea? Too risky. Further education? Can't afford it. A networking event? Can't spare the time or money. Investing in yourself? Impossible. You're in tunnel vision. You only see survival. But the moment you have $5,000, your vision expands. You start noticing opportunities. A business idea suddenly seems possible if you can get a small loan. Further education is worth considering. Networking might lead somewhere. Investing in yourself might pay off. You have the mental space to see beyond immediate survival. And sometimes you take opportunities you wouldn't have even noticed before. Most business founders had some savings when they started, because starting a business requires risk. And risk is impossible when you're living paycheck to paycheck. But the moment you have a buffer, risk becomes manageable, opportunities become visible. And some of those opportunities change your entire life trajectory. Here's the thing about reaching $5,000. It's not the final destination, it's a threshold. Once you cross it, reaching the next threshold becomes easier. Because you have options. Because you have confidence. Because you have momentum. People who save $5,000 often reach $10,000, then $15,000, then $25,000. The growth accelerates. Why? Because once you have stability, you can actually save. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, saving is impossible. When you have $5,000 in options, saving becomes possible. And then saving becomes easier. And then saving becomes a habit. And then you have more than $5,000. And then the whole thing compounds. This is why emergency savings is the strongest predictor of financial well-being. It's not just the $5,000. It's the psychological shift. It's the foundation for future growth. It's the thing that breaks the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and allows actual wealth building to begin. The most profound change is psychological. Your entire relationship with money shifts from fear to respect, from panic to strategy, from desperation to possibility. When you're broke, money feels dangerous. Money is stress. Money is the thing you don't have enough of. You're constantly worried about it. You're constantly checking your balance, hoping it's higher than you think. You're constantly afraid of getting bad news. But when you have $5,000 saved, money becomes neutral. It's not stressful anymore. You can check your balance without fear. You can get an unexpected bill without panic. You can make decisions about money from a place of calm instead of fear. Your entire psychology shifts, and this is the foundation for actually building wealth. Because building wealth requires making good decisions. And good decisions are impossible from a place of fear, but possible from a place of calm. So here's what I want you to understand. The difference between $0 and $5,000 isn't $5,000. It's freedom. It's stability. It's peace. It's your life changing in ways you can't even imagine until you experience it. And the good news is that getting there is possible. You don't need a raise. You don't need to win the lottery. You need to start. Automate a transfer of $50 per week, $100 per week. Whatever you can, don't wait until you have more money. Start with what you have. Because every dollar you save is moving you toward the threshold, toward freedom, toward peace. 76% of Americans believe they need more savings. They're right. Most people need more, but that doesn't mean you have to be one of them forever. Start today. Open a savings account if you don't have one. Set up an automatic transfer. Make it impossible to spend the money, and then wait. Over the next several months or year, you'll cross the threshold, and the moment you do, you'll feel it. Your sleep will improve. Your anxiety will decrease. Your confidence will increase. Your decision-making will get better. Your relationships will improve. Your options will expand. Your life will change. Not because you became rich, but because you finally became stable. And stability is where everything good begins. So start today, because the person you'll be when you have $5,000 is worth the sacrifice it takes to get there.